The Signal. This is a sci-fi mystery thriller series which was released on Netflix in English, and I should also tell you that this is a limited series, which means that the story has been finished in the first season of this series. You don't have to wait for the release of the second season of this series, and you will get to see 4 episodes of this series, and every episode is between 50 to 60 minutes, and finally I have seen this series, and I am going to share my experience of this series. So let's talk about my experience of this series. So first of all, I will tell you a little bit about the story of this series. In this series, you will see the story of an astronaut, Paula, who comes back from a space mission to Earth but suddenly disappears, and her husband and daughter start looking for Paula. So what happened to Paula and what did she get in space? To K all this, you have to watch this series. Let's talk about my experience of this series. So first of all, I will make it clear to you that this is not a mind-bending mystery. This is not a twisted mystery. If you want to see a new mind-bending mystery, then you should watch the Constellation series of Apple Plus, which is a sci-fi mystery. It has been released a few days ago, and I have also reviewed it, but you will not see it because it is in English, and you have to watch it in English. Let's talk about this series. So this is a mediocre mystery which had nothing in it, which surprised me a little bit. Although the setup of the mystery in this series has been done very well, that your interest in KING this gets a little bit developed about what happened to Paula, and this series also has a decent suspense start to end. Plus, you will get to see the bonding of father and daughter in this series. You will also like it a little bit, and you will keep investing in it. But the problem with this series is that this series is ending, and I will talk about it later. Before that, I will tell you that you will get to see the story in this series. There was no need to make a 4-episode series, and this story could have been easily covered in a 2-2.5-hour film. The episode 3 of this series is very weak, and 1 episode could have easily been cut out of this series. Secondly, there is something in this series which does not have a special sense. Even the villain in this series does not seem to be convincing. The villain in this series is the weakest character of this series. And this is not the end of the story. The ending of this series may be liked by some people, but I do not think people will like it. I found the ending of this series to be very funny. The performances of the actors, the music, and the production work of the series are all decent. In short, I will rate this series 6 out of 10, and I will tell you that if you like to see sci-fi mysteries, and if you're looking for a new mind-bending mystery, then instead of this series, you can start watching the Constellation series. But if you cannot watch that series because it is in English, then you can watch this series if you want to watch it for a time pass. But you have to keep in mind that you will either like the ending of this series, or you will not like it at all. There are more chances that you will not like it. And yes, this series is not to be seen with the family because you will get to see nudity in this series, and you will also get to see a little bit of sexing. So how did you like this series? Do give your opinion in the comments section. If you like my video, then like it, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.